Hello everyone, myself Magesharan. So this is my task 3 at Need Data for my data science internship. So today I'll be teaching how to perform web scraping from the scratch. So for today's example, we took cars24.com. So this is the web page. So we'll be scraping these cars information from this web page. So which is under the Chennai location, and scraping the informations of all the used cars present in the website cars24.com. So these are the cars. So the information that we'll be scrapping is, first, before scrapping, we need to know what are the information that we need to scrap. There are 7 things I'm going to scrap from this. So there are 7 information I'll be collecting from each and every cards present in it. So first thing is year of manufacture. So the first thing is year of manufacture, and the second thing is the car brand, and the third thing is the name of the car, and the fourth thing is distance driven, and the fifth column being the fuel type, whether it is a petrol or diesel type, and the sixth one being the transmission type, whether it is a automatic or manual one, and the last one is price. So we'll just scrap the selling price. So we'll just scrap the selling price. So these are the information I'll be scrapping. So there are 7 columns. So for web scraping, we need to get to this page, and after that, we need to look at the HTML content of the page. So you right click and you click on inspect, you will get this thing in the right side. So here, this is the HTML content of our entire page. So we need to know this part alone. So this part has all the information I need. So for that, you have to click on this, and you have to single click on this section. So I clicked it twice. You have to click it once, single left click. So now we have got the division, and you can see under the division, all the information that we need are present. So under this H3 element, the first 3 things that we need are present, and under this unordered list element, the next 3 things are present, and under this division, our final price is also present under the tag. Under the element strong, first we need to navigate to this page, and after that we need to get the HTML content of this page. So let's see how we do that. So first, I need to copy this link, right? So I'm copying this link and storing it under the variable link. So then it's link. So you can see I have got to this page. So as of now I just showed the link. So now I need to pass this web page onto a website, right? So for that, I'm using a new library function called request. First I'm importing that. So request is a Python library function. We'll be using this to navigate to this page. So let's say page equal to under request, I'm using this function called get to get to that page. So the link variable has my link. So here you can see I got that, and after going to that page, so whatever present in this link, that page will be stored under the variable page. So now I need to know whether the operation was successful or not. For that, I'm using a function called status code to know the status. So if the status is 200, which means my operation is success. So this is just a code. So you can Google it, like status code of APIs. So under this, you can see okay, successful request. So for example, if I'm so after going on to the main website, if I'm navigating to a new page called, this is just a page I just made up. So there is no page called Summa. So if I'm going to that page, you can see the error is 404 error. So after going down to the page, if you print that, you will get this one. So 410 and 401, they are almost similar. So let's remove this scroll. So you can see we have got the 4 or not 4 error. So this is what status code means. So we'll be knowing the status of our web page that we just we entered. Yeah, that's how we got the number 200. So no 200 means the search was successful. So after that, so we have got to this page. We have got to this page. We have navigated to this page. So the next step is to get the HTML content of this page. So for that only we are using a new library function called beautiful soap. So I'm importing that beautiful function. So from bs4 bv4 beautiful soap as bs. So I'm storing the HTML content under the variable page underscore HTML. So bs. So first I'm passing the page content, and then I'm using a function called html.parser. Now I've got the HTML content of the page. So about the beautiful soap, it is a library function of Python which is usually used for HTML used to get the HTML content and manipulate them. So if you go to the Google and search for beautiful soap documentation, and the first link will be the documentation link. So here they have given clear documentation about the function, and they're working on all those things. So mainly we'll be using this find all, find, and this first line, this line. So you need not read everything. So we'll be using these things only in this one. So this will cover the major part, find all and find function. So we'll see. So first I got HTML content. Then after that, this thing is we have got that. So as I said earlier, I have to find this portion. So for finding that portion, I am clicking here, and when I go over, I can see this portion highlighted. So when I click that, I got the division of that portion. So it is under the class name. This is its class name, and under the element and division. So to get the class information, and this is our page content. This is our HTML. So the page underscore HTML as our HTML content. So page underscore HTML dot find all. So I'm going to find the information of all the cars present in that page. So I'm using this function called find all, and in that first I need to specify the element, which is division, and inside the curly braces I need to write the class name in this way. So I got everything. Let's look at the length of how many cars we have got. So you can see we have got only 20. So you can see we have got only for 20 cars, but there are totally 537 cars present in it. So the problem is initially it has only 20 cars. When you scroll down, only then you can see my scroll bar size is also decreasing because the new cars are being loaded. You can see that. So initially when I get to this page, there are only 20 cars loaded in the page. After scrolling down, only the remaining cars are loading. So to do this, we are using a library function called Selenium. So if you are using it first time, make sure to install this package using this line. Since I have already installed it, I won't be running this one. So I'm directly importing my package, which is Selenium. So under this, I'll be importing a package called WebDriver. So first I need to set my browser using the Selenium. So using WebDriver, so this is the browser is my variable name. Under WebDriver, you can set any browser you want, let it be Chrome, Firefox, or Edge, or Safari, or whatever. So make sure you have that web browser installed in your system. So I usually use Chrome, so I'm going with Chrome. And after opening that, I need to, let's just show that for, I'm using time to wait for some 2 seconds. So I'm importing time function. So I'm importing time module. So after that, time dot sleep, I'll wait for around 3 seconds. And immediately after that, I will in the browser. So we have to wait for some time. This is the old one, and a new one will be opening. So immediately after 3 seconds, it is closed. So that's how this web automation works. So we'll write the programs. So first, I will get the initial height of our web page. We see cute script function. We can pass the JavaScript in it. So inside that, I'm writing a JavaScript to return the height of our web page. The same function like get function will be used. So I'm going on to the link. You can see the web page is launched. You can see the web browser is launched, and we are going on to this web page. And from here, we'll be taking the page size. So the height of the page will be returned, and after 2 seconds, it will automatically close. So you can see the height of the page is something around 9,000. So we need to scroll down a bit. So for that, I'm writing a function called again browser dot execute script. Then after that, we will again print that information. So for now, I'm using the same variable. So the web page is launched. We have entered the website. And after that, we'll be scrolling down, and we need to wait for some 2 seconds, I think. So we'll give 2 seconds. So immediately after scrolling down, the web page exited. So since we didn't give any time for it, so to simplify this, I'll be running a while loop and the condition true. So whenever I'm using this statement like while true, my statement must have a break condition. So let's first scroll down. So for that, I'm writing the older one. So after that, I'll be waiting for some time, like let's just say time dot sleep 3. And now putting the new height of the page to my variable called new height. After that, I need to write a condition to break the loop. So let's just say if the height doesn't change, then we'll break the loop. So the older one will be new. So the new height will be new height. If it is equal to the older one, which is the initial height, we'll break the loop. So if not, we'll update the older one, which is the initial height is equal to the new height. So this is how it works. So I'll wait for some 3 seconds for the cars to load after every loop. And when the loop ends, the HTML of that will be collected using the function page source. So I'm running my code. So we are open the web browser. So after that, we are going on to the web page, and we are waiting for some 3 seconds for the web page to load. And immediately after that, we'll be scrolling down. So we have scrolled down. Here you can see our scroll jump size is reducing. So we are waiting for another 3 seconds for every cars to be loaded. So if all the cars are loaded and the new height is equal to the previous one, our loop will end. Let's wait for some time. I suppose all the cars are loaded. So after some 3 seconds, so yeah, now we look at the height. New height. So the height of the page is 8709. So now we'll perform the same thing. So we have to change this one. So our new HTML content is this, it's stored in this variable called HTML. So now you can see we have got all the informations of the 537 cars. So now we have got this division for all the 537 cars. So now we'll be performing web scraping to extract each and every information from this one. So first we'll look at take a single car. First we will perform the web scraping for a single one. So you can see the first, so there are 537 cars present, and I'm taking the first one using the indexing and storing it under the variable car. So now I will be looking at the car's information using this function T5. So prettify is a beautiful soup function. You can see. So here you can see prettify is a beautiful soups function. So I'm using that. Backslash. So you just pass it inside the print function. So you can see it is structured and we have got those information. So this is the information of a single car. So from now on we need not even look at this web page. We can even get everything done from here itself. First we need to collect these 3 informations. So for that so you can see there is only one h3 tag, so I need not mention this one. So the class name is we need not even mention this class name. So we can directly get that in equal to car dot find. So learn how to use this find function and find all function. Don't be like, if find all doesn't work, go with find, or find doesn't work, go with find all. Don't be like that. So understand that find all function will return all the informations, all the divisions named those classes this, and this find function will give the only one thing. So I need only this h3 tag. It says repeated only once. So I'm directly entering that, and I'm getting the HTML. I'm getting the text of it. So I'm using this get text function. I'm getting the text. You can see you've got that. So now this will be taken for year of manufacturing, and this will be taken for the brand name, and from this, and this whole thing will be taken as my car's name. So first I'm splitting this name based on the spaces in between them, based on the spaces, and after that I'm taking the first part, which is my first element will be the year name, right? So I'm doing that. So you can see first one we got. So this is how we got it in a list format by using a function called join. Instead I'll be passing this list, and I want spaces in between them. So a space will be used to join it. So in between these elements, a space will be placed. So I'm running it again. So you can see we have got the year of manufacture, brand, and brand name, and the name of the car for the single one. And now we need to find for the remaining, which is the kilometer travel, the fuel type, and the transmission type. So from here you can see this one has all the next 3 informations, which is the distance it traveled, and the fuel type, and the transmission type. So first I'm getting this one. This is what we get. And then the UL, there are five list. There are 5 elements, and the first part shows the distance it traveled, and the third part has the fuel type, and the last one has the transmission type. So we'll be getting all this information stored under the listing. So let's just write list equal to UL dot find all. So we need to find all the elements named Li. So we are using that. So now if you look at in this, you can see how we have got everything. Then I'm using indexing to store the respective elements in the respective variables. You can see we have got everything individually. So after that, we need to get the price column. So the price is present under this division. So even under that division, wrong element has the selling price. So I directly use that element to get that. So we have got the price. So now you can see we have got all the 7 information for a single car. So now I need to make a list for each and every one. So which is similar one. So first I need to make a list for them, empty list. So first I'm initializing the empty list for each and every one. So we have initialized the list, and now we'll be running a for loop for each and every cars. So for I in cars. So now the variable I refers to individual cars. So we can write the same function. So we can write the same set of codes. I'll just copy this word. So in the place of cars, I need to replace it with I. So after that, wherever I'm using car, I need to replace it with I on here else from it. I. So after each and every time, so first time the first 7 information of the first car will be loaded in the respective variable. So immediately after that, I need to append that to my list. So I'm running this one. So after that, I'm checking the first, I'll just check the name list alone. And the name list for like some 4-5 elements. So you can see we have got the names. So we have got every information stored in the list. So I need to make a data frame out of it. Further, I'm importing a library function called pandas, which is usually used for data manipulation and analysis. So for now we'll be manipulating our data. We are converting it into a data frame, which is in the form of table. Name of that will be dataset. And I'm using the data frame function. I'm using this data frame function, and inside that I need to write the column name. I'll write in this order. First comes the name, and inside that I'll be loading this name in the list. Okay. So in this order only my data frame will be made. So I got this one. So there are 5 threads and records present in our data set. So now we'll be converting them into a CSV file. So for that I'm writing a code called dataset, which is the dataset, and I need to convert them into CSV format. And inside that I need to write the file name, which can be cars24.csv, and I need to set the parameter index as false. So by default this will be true. So if it is true, a separate column will be created, and for example I have 0, record 2 will have 1, and 3, 4, 5 accordingly. So that's why this is the location of a repeated file. So when I run this one, we can see the dataset is being loaded. So that's how we perform web scraping. So now if I just remove this one and just remove this one, and if I run everything, I run all cells, and I also rename the dataset name, and if I run all cells, you can see first There we are done with this one. And our web browser is launching and we are entering onto our website. So our web page is loaded. Then we are running a while loop. So the while loop is running. So after that we'll be scrolling down. So we can see the size of our scroll thumb is reduced. Once our initial height and the final height are same, we break the loop and everything is done. So now you can see there is a dataset created for Chennai location. So for example, if you want for a different location, you just have to select a different location. There is one. So if I'm copying this one, I'm replacing my link with this one. I just replace my link with this one. And changing my data set name as LD. And if I run anything, run all cells, I'll just, as anything is, you can see the new data set is loaded. So in this video, we have covered the web scraping from the scratch. So you can apply the same concept to any website and scrap those informations. The web scraping will be performing data pre-processing before further data analysis. Thank you for watching, guys. If you have any doubt, you can ask in the comment section. And yeah, thank you. This is the end.